Hi guys, how are you? This is a very quick word, and this is not for everybody. And today I'm very bold, okay? So I'm not trying to be feisty or anything, but I'm gonna say this respectfully. If you're not about the spiritual warfare conversations, and if you don't want to hear about it, and it's not your thing, and you just want to hear about sunshines and lollipops, kumbaya, la 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 land, whatever you want to hear, that sounds good to you, then you may want to get off. You may want to click off. As a matter of fact, you may want to unsubscribe, or if you're not subscribed, stay unsubscribed. And don't keep coming back and forth. Don't be double-minded and scattered in your ways. Because you can't tell me to speak on one thing because it benefits you. For instance, when a prophetic word, you want to hear a prophetic word that resonates with you, or you want to see if there's a word for you, it's okay. But as soon as God tells me to speak about what he has assigned me to speak about, which is my assignment, you want to get offended. It doesn't work like that. Because I don't obey you, I obey God. So if you have a problem with it, click off. Anyways, for those who are going through specific things relating to warfare and witchcraft, God revealed a message to me last night, okay? And your enemies are in line. They're waiting in line. They're waiting in line. And they don't even, here's the crazy thing, they don't even know they're waiting in line. A lot of them are doing things thinking they're getting away with it, thinking there's no consequences, there's going to be no repercussions, none of that. What they don't understand is they're all literally waiting in line, and one by one, God is dealing with them one by one. That's what they don't understand. They're waiting in line. They all took a ticket for a wrath. They all took a ticket for a wrath. You know when you go to the grocery store, there's certain stores and you have to take a ticket, pick a number, and you gotta wait till your number is called? Ooh, that's what it is. God showed me last night. That's what it is. They all took a number. They all picked a ticket, and they're all waiting in line, and they don't even understand that. And you know what the saddest part is? The enemy has them thinking that they're gonna get away with things. The enemy has them thinking, oh, I got you. Keep attacking him, keep attacking her, I got you. What they don't understand is them perishing, them going through God's wrath. That alone is going to make the enemy happy, because the enemy is not on their side. The enemy wants to see everybody destroyed, even them. The enemy doesn't care about any soul. You get what I'm saying? And that's what they fail to realize. That's what they can't get through their thick head, right? So your enemies are literally waiting in line. They all took a number. They all picked a ticket. So I'm going to tell y'all that. And it's just so sad, because a lot of them, this is what they fail to realize. And I'm going to tell you this because you have to hear this too. You have to hear this because you really have to think about it this way. And this is what will always keep your momentum going. This is what will always make sure that this is what will always reassure you that God is with you. Because if they were really going to stop you, you would have already been stopped. It's just that simple. If they were really going to sabotage you, you would have already been sabotaged. You would not be where you are today. You would not be continuing your faith. You would not be continuing your walk. You would not be continuing your prayer life. You would not be continuing to build that relationship with God that you have. Trust me, if they were going to stop you, it would have already happened. If they were going to kill you, it would have already happened. You get what I'm saying? The reason why it didn't happen is because they're not going to win. It's because you're God's child. They can't touch you. They cannot touch you. Yeah, you may feel little attempts here and there, but the reason why God makes you feel attempts is because you have to know something is going on in order for you to pray, in order for you to fast, in order for you to get in the face of the Lord. If everything feels normal, you may not know how to pray. If everything feels normal, you wouldn't know how to cancel certain things. If everything felt normal, you would not know how to fast, nor would you be motivated to fast. If everything felt normal, you probably wouldn't even have the relationship you have with God today. Because heartbreak, deceit, pain is what led you to God in the first place. Because had you felt normal, you would have just lived your life like nothing. You get what I'm saying? You have to feel attempts in order for you to understand what is going on. And I'm going to tell you again, as a person that has the real thing done to them, as in like I felt the real deal. If you were to feel the real deal, you would not be able to get up and walk. You would not be able to operate a vehicle. You would not be able to clean. You would not be able to do anything. You would be on the floor, stuck to the ground. as if you're in quicksand. You would be peeing on yourself. You'd be crying. You wouldn't even be able to talk. Something would be taking control of your body if you had felt the real thing. Because they cannot touch you, you're not going to feel the real thing. But what you will feel is their attempts, because you're sensitive in the spirit. You have to know when something's going on. That's because you're sensitive in the spirit. That is God alerting you. You see what I'm saying? So yes, nausea and headaches and feeling drained and all that, that's a part of the journey. That is a part of, okay, something's being done. But it's not touching you. It's not touching you. They all have a ticket. They're all waiting in line for their wrath. I'm going to tell you that. They all waiting in line. Don't glorify it. Don't glorify it. But I'm letting you know. They're all waiting in line. God showed me that last time. They're all waiting in line. And they don't even realize they picked a number. They picked the number. They took a ticket. And it's non-refundable. Right? A lot of it is jealousy. That's what it is. People don't attack people with witchcraft for no reason. Just because they feel like waking up and doing it. No. People attack people with witchcraft because they are jealous. Because they are envious. Because everything about you is what they wish they can be. Everything about you is what they want to be. Everything about what God is going to do for you is what they want to have. God showed me a vision of Tom and Jerry last night. The cartoon Tom and Jerry. And the reason, I don't know if y'all go through this with God, but I noticed God will show me like certain cartoons that I grew up on to refresh my memory. But at the same time as well, I like when he does that, because it helps heal my inner child, you know? Because there's certain things I saw when I was a kid that I noticed certain things when I was a kid, and I knew that the TV show, or I knew that the cartoon wasn't just a cartoon. I knew there was a message in it, but I didn't fully know what the message was. But as I started to get older, I started to connect the dots, and God keeps revealing certain cartoons I've watched growing up, confirming warfare, confirming enemies trying to come after you, confirming, you know what I mean, the things that we go through as his chosen, as his anointed. So I know many of you guys may experience that with God as well, but he showed me Tom and Jerry, and how, you know, Tom is always running after Jerry the mouse, and he had this obsession with trying to plot against Jerry and trying to take Jerry down. And no matter what, every time he runs after the mouse, it's like he always gets caught. It's like everything backfires. No matter how much plots and schemes he does, everything backfires. But no matter what, it's like every time it backfires, it's like he won't give up. He just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going, trying to get at Jerry. And he always hurts himself in the midst of it. And the reason why God showed me that is because your enemies, what they don't understand is every time they attack you and they come up after you, they're adding on to their track record. What they don't understand is they're adding on to their record. They're adding on to their criminal record in the spiritual realm. Spiritual criminal record. Spiritual criminal offense. They are adding on to it day by day, the more they keep coming after you. And they keep making their life harder the more they keep doing it. That's why God showed me that cartoon. But Jerry always gets away, right? Let me just tell you something. Your enemies have picked a number. Your enemies have picked a number, and they are waiting in line. Continue to have the faith. Continue to move forward no matter what. Ignore the naysayers. Continue growing. If you are a prophetic person, you have a prophetic channel, and God has given you wisdom to speak on these things, don't be afraid to speak on these things, because in this season, they want to hush us up. They want to shut us up. A lot of them. Even including quote-unquote Christians. If you really had the Holy Spirit, God would have told you to allow me. God would say, leave her. She's working on her assignment. That's how you know who has the Spirit and who isn't, who doesn't. Spirit-filled people will not tell someone to not fulfill their assignment. That is the devil's work. The devil says that. Not a spirit-filled person or people. And that's with anyone in your life. Keep going, keep thriving, keep doing what God tells you to do, and keep winning. Okay? I love you guys. Bye.